RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota, let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Riverbend Softball. Roxana and Marquette meeting today at Roxana Park, sunny and warm. One more day today before the weather changes on us tomorrow, it appears. But the Marquette Lady Explorers come to town in their 20th game of the year. Roxana with game number 18. The two coaches meeting at home plate with the umpires. Louis Korak and Brent Berklin here with you. And we have the play-by-play this afternoon for softball, Marquette and Roxana. Coming up, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe two. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
With Louis Korak, Brent Berklin back with you here in Roxana. Roxana Park, Lady Shells and Marquette Lady Explorers doing battle here today, and the weather's still holding out. We had 2 games on the air Monday, 2 more Tuesday, and 1 game today. It's Roxana and Marquette as the weather stays sunny and warm. Louis?
Let's keep it this way. Can we do that?
Nope, I don't think we can.
Well, you know what? That's fine. You can keep it here. I'm getting away from it because I'm heading out to L.A. for a few days.
We'll see about the weather there. Maybe you'll get lucky, maybe not. Andrea Lawson, the pitcher for Roxana, against the pitcher for Marquette, Alexis Silkwood at the plate. And our first pitch is outside, ball 1, and we are underway. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher as we get things started here. Coach Dan Weedman and Marquette, Coach Pat Keith and Roxana. Here's a strike. It's 1-1.
Saw the Marquette team here saw them on Monday at home. Good game, and they won in 9 innings against Carrollton.
There's a fly ball into short right. Right fielder coming in. It's going to drop as it's a bloop to short right. Right fielder playing a little deep there. Knight, and has to play deep with Silkwood at the plate, and she bloops one in.
Yeah, you would think that normally on a regular day, if you're playing at regular depth, that ball is going to be caught because it wasn't hit particularly hard. It wasn't hit particularly high. Or actually it wasn't hard, but probably should have been caught on a regular day. But when you're playing that deep, chances are it's going to fall in.
Knight is out in right field. Haley Knight, Payne in center. One of the best defensive center fielders we see around the area. Reardon in left. Here's a fly ball by Maddie Youngblood that's foul down the left field line. Atkinson at third, Rexford at short, Rose at second, Scroggins at first. Myers the catcher. And Lawson again, the sophomore right-handed pitcher for Roxana. And add to today's story, Roxana will be playing a conference game after this Marquette game. Here's a swing and a foul tip. They'll be playing Staunton here at Roxana Park. which will probably be under the lights by the time the game ends anyway. Staunton and Roxana in SCC softball. This, of course, not a conference game.
We had the baseball game here last week. Still a little weird saying that, isn't it?
Yeah.
They've been conference foes for a long time. Not anymore.
Roxana Marquette in softball. Here's a pop-up on the infield. Atkinson comes in, makes the basket catch in foul territory down the third base line, 1 out.
This could be one of those deceptively challenging days for Marquette as a hitter. Maybe you think that it's a pitcher that's not necessarily overpowering, so it's all going to be about patience and timing, swinging the bats here today.
And it may take one time through the lineup once they see Lawson's pitches. And another thing about Lawson we've mentioned many, many times, she doesn't walk many people. She's always around the plate. And here's a swing and a foul tip. And if she hits the corners, she can be very, very effective.
Well, a lot of this is going to be discipline, too. I mean, it's going to look good coming in there, but you never know.
There's a pop fly behind the shortstop, and it's going to fall in there, too, just beyond the shortstop Rexford's reach. And it's going to be another bloop single. Morgan Weedman is on, and Rebecca Griffin up there with 2 on and 1 out.
That's a tough break because now you've had 3 batters that Lawson has faced here, and none of them have been hit particularly hard, but 2 of them have somehow found their way into the outfield.
And for Silkwood down at second, Sam Harshbarger is going to run, courtesy runner for the pitcher. Weedman is going to have a courtesy runner for her, too. The pitcher and the catcher will be off. Carly Willman, number 26, will be running at first base. So a couple of courtesy runners, and the pitch on the way here to Griffin, down and in to Myers for a ball. Cleanup hitter, Griffin at the plate. Softball, baseball going on around the Riverbend again today. Ball down and in. Just down the road in Wood River, kind of interesting. They have a 5 o'clock start. Foul ball off the Roxana dugout for their games against Carlinville today, taking a little extra time for Carlinville to get out of school and make the trip down to Wood River. So baseball and softball both starting at 5 in Wood River today.
Get them out of school early.
Foul ball, third base side. It sounds easy. It's not always that easy.
If I'm a student, that's my plan. Let's go.
Go, go, go. 2-2 to Griffin, 1 out, 2 runners on base, couple of bloop singles. And the pitch. Sails high for a ball, and now it's a full count here, top of the first inning. Marquette already threatening here.
Do you let the runners go here?
Probably not. It is a foul ball back and out of play. I'll keep an eye on your car today.
Are you trying to say something?
Those foul balls, you know.
I'm a little up the line, though. A little.
It'll get there. Here's another foul ball to third base. Third base coach. Third base coaching box is the head coach, Dan Weedman. First base coach, Mary Weedman. His daughter and his assistant coach.
And I'm going to take a wild guess and say heir apparent. What do you think?
Okay, all right. Here's a pop foul back and out of play. And on the other side, Coach Patrick Keith, Roxana. The pitch on the way, swinging a deep drive to left. Left fielder's going to go back and not get it. It's against the fence. 1 run will score. 2 will score on a double by Griffin as she goes halfway to third but comes back. 2-run double deep to left field, 2-0.
That was a good pitch to swing at there, and it got a lot of the plate. And like you said, with Lawson not being a walk pitcher, She had to come into the zone with something there, and Griffin didn't waste any time.
And once it got to 3-2, it kind of favors the batter because it's not a strikeout pitcher. You're right. And now McAfee, Bailey McAfee at the plate, the number 5 hitter. Swinging a line drive to left. Left fielder comes in, makes the play. Reardon right on that one. It was hit hard on a line, but right to left, 2 down.
It's one of those where, for a change, unlike the 2 blue pits, you're playing the hitter perfectly there, and fortunately for Roxana, they had McAfee played well.
And here's a strike to Kaylee Beaker, batting for Sarah Marshall, the right fielder. So Beaker, the designated player. 2-0, first inning. Here's a ground ball to short. Rexford bobbles it, now will hold it, and it's first and third, 2 on, 2 out.
I'll give her, it's a play you should make, but it's one of those where the runner's coming across you there, and just for a split second, maybe it throws your concentration off just a little bit. But the inning should be over.
Here's Courtney Lee, and here's is a strike. Runner not going this time. Coach Dan Weedman wanted her to go to second base, but here's the pitch. Swing and a tap back to the pitcher. Pitcher going to come home and now not going to throw it all after it went in and out of her glove. Everybody's safe, 3-0.
I don't know why she didn't just turn, whirl, and throw to first. I mean, I know Lee's going up the line a little quickly, but still enough time to maybe get the runner at first. And
there's a pop-up to the shortstop. Rexford makes the catch, and Marquette is retired finally in the top of the first inning. The Explorers get 3. The Shells coming up here at Roxana Park. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Silkwood in the circle, and she will face Rexford, Scroggins, and Myers, Atkinson, Ashley, and Rose, and then Reardon, Payne, and Knight, the bottom 3 in the order for Roxana. 3-0, Marquette. They grab the lead. Swing and a miss by Rexford here, bottom of the first inning.
still hasn't allowed an earned run on the season, approaching 100 innings, I believe.
Alexis Silkwood, the left-handed pitcher, brings it in high this time. Elizabeth Rexford, the shortstop. Be followed by Cindy Scroggins, the first baseman. Ashley Myers, the catcher, will hit third. This one slips out of her hand and rolls to home plate for a ball. Marquette defense here. Weedman the catcher, Silkwood the pitcher. It's Lee at third, Morrissey at short, Youngblood at second, Griffin at first. A little bit of a cross breeze, but a light breeze today. Swing and a miss, going up and away from Rexford. Strike three.
Seems to be a strength when she gets the strikeout pitch, whether it be looking or swinging. It's kind of a rise ball that goes up into the zone, just off the plate, but enough where a hitter feels like it's right there.
99 innings plus, as you mentioned. That's strikeout number 227. 15-0 record for Silkwood. Had the 5-inning no-hitter yesterday against Nokomis. Scroggins at the plate. Bounces in front of home plate for a ball. The Marquette outfield, McAfee, Whittick, and Marshall, left to right. With Scroggins at the dish here. Roxon fires, ground ball, back to the pitcher, stabbed by Silkwood. That was hit pretty well up the middle, but Silkwood to first, 2 down.
Good pitch to hit there, and again, tried to take it the other way, but she fields her position well, and good reactionary play there to be able to make a stab, because that may have been a base hit if she doesn't get a glove on it and make a play.
Here's Ashley Myers, the catcher. Check swing, rolling up the third base line. Silkwood has it, throw to first, out. And Roxana is retired 1, 2, 3 in the first inning. We played 1 inning at Roxana, 3-0 Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Kasasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Kasasa account. Kasasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Kasasa, you do. Do you Kasasa?
Don't just bank. Kasasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Marquette shortstop Claire Morrissey bats here, the only Explorer that didn't bat in the first inning. She's the number 9 hitter. Marquette scored 3 in the first, and now we're in the second inning here in Shell Country. Swing and a miss, a changeup away from the left-handed batter.
Probably see a lot of that here from Lawson. Again, around the plate, not overpowering, but will take a little something off of her pitches.
Swing and a foul tip off the mask of Myers, the catcher. Roxana, a record of 7-10. They were off yesterday and I believe off again tomorrow. After the 2 games today, though. This one's popped up. Foul ball. Atkinson, the third baseman, comes in, makes another play, 1 out.
It's her second one that she's made. Also got Youngblood. Same situation, having to come in on the play to make the putout.
And now Lawson to Silkwood here. And the pitch is a ball outside. Silkwood and Weedman with blue pits that barely made it to the outfield grass, but
they scored.
Courtesy runners both came in and scored, and she's popped it up again to the second baseman, Rose, this time, and it's squeezed there, 2 down.
Got under that one again, and probably see a lot of that again with a team that does like to swing the bat. And if you're used to seeing more power pitchers, you get some of this, and it'll take a little bit to adjust.
Maddie Youngblood will take inside, ball 1. 2 up, 2 down for Marquette here as we start the month of May. Ground ball foul, third base side. Baseball and softball both going on in Bethalto today. A rarity with Mississippi Valley Conference action, both being hosted by CM today. Triad in baseball leading 1-0, 0-0 softball score. At the Sports Complex in Bethalto, Triad against CM. Athletic Director Steve Carey probably listening in to the broadcast as usual. Foul ball back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Nobody on base for Marquette. Top of the second inning. Popped up. Myers, the catcher, comes back, makes the play. Foul territory behind home plate. 1-2-3 for the Explorers, and we're in the middle of the second inning here. It's 3-0. Marquette over Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is fair.
Atkinson, the number 4 hitter, batting for Roxana here as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Alexis Silkwood had a 1-2-3 first, 1 strikeout. And Roxana in the bottom of the second inning, 4, 5, and 6 batters, and Silkwood throws a ball. Atkinson, Ashley, and Rose. Ashley is the designated player for the pitcher, Andrea Lawson. She'll be next, Tony Ashley. Louis Korak and Brent Birkland here with you on the Big Z. Girls Riverbend softball. This afternoon, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball up in her eyes. Hard to lay off that one.
Rise ball. Very tough pitch to hit, and if you get anything on it, chances are all you're going to do is pop it up.
Swing and a miss, up and away again. A little higher this time, strike 3.
Second strikeout of the game. 4 outs recorded, 2 strikeouts, 2 putouts by the pitcher, so Silkwood has taken care of everything so far.
Here's the pitch to Tony Ashley, and it is strike 1. Designated player once again, hitting for Coach Pat Keith in the number 5 spot in the order. Silkwood to Ashley. Change up, swing, and a miss. Had her way out in front.
That's the one. If she can get that more under control, more to her liking, and more consistent, it's going to make her awfully tough. But we see a lot of those change-ups where she just rolls them up there.
This one's high and maybe a little outside for a ball. Again, 2 strikeouts so far, giving Silkwood 228 for the year. Here's the pitch, low and away. And of course, the numbers are staggering when you look at those state records that she has. 2 years ago, 501 for strikeouts. Last year, 500 even. This year, they probably won't play as many games. She won't win as many games or get as many strikeouts, maybe, with all the rainouts we've had. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
So I did have that right. I think I mentioned the other day the 501 was the state record. Then I changed my mind and made it 500. So right there, though, but boy, either way you look at it, practically impossible numbers to get to.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Katie Rose. Strike 1. Last 2 years, 500 and 501.
I'm not a mathematician, but that sounds like 1,001.
It really does. High on the change, ball 1. Roxana and Marquette, again the Shells tonight. Later on, will be playing a South Central Conference game. More important for them, SCC game tonight against Staunton. And low and away for a ball. Roxana 2-1, I believe, in the conference, and everybody looking up at Southwestern right now. And Roxana would like to get a win over Staunton. They will likely pitch Emily Atkinson in that game, the senior. 2-1 pitch here. Strike on the corner, 2-2.
Postseason's going to be starting here pretty quick, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
1A, 2A. Then you get into the bigger schools.
About 2 weeks from now, for the small schools anyway. Low and away for a ball, 3-2 here.
If we could just keep the temperatures around where they are, I think we'll be in good shape.
Well, 60s and 70s would still
Take
be
that
fun.
too.
Yeah, that's springtime. Katie Rose, a full count, 3-2. Swing and a miss. She struck out the side. 3 more Ks in the second inning for Silkwood. After 2 innings, it's 3-0. The Explorers lead the Shells. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Here's the pitch. Down and in for a ball. 2 RBIs belong to Griffin. Other run scoring on an error. Griffin drove in 2 with a double. There's a fly ball to center. Payne is there. The lefty will grab it. Straight away center field, 1 out.
Another one had it played perfectly. Took a step back and came right back in her tracks and made an easy catch.
1 down for Rebecca Griffin now. Right-handed batter.
Has the only RBIs in the game.
Swing and a miss here.
2-run double back in the first inning.
Griffin at the dish. She'll take a strike, and it's quickly 0-2. Griffin, 20 RBIs now on the season, second on the team to Silkwood's 32. Griffin with 20. Swing and a shot into right. That's going to be a base hit into right field as she went the other way at 0-2.
And a good piece of hitting because it wasn't on an 0-2 pitch. You're thinking that's a mistake there, but it wasn't all that bad of a pitch. It was a little off the plate. The batter just took it the other way and found a hole.
Strike on the inside corner to Bailey McAfee, the number 5 hitter. Runner at first, 1 out. We're in the 3rd inning. Swinging a ground ball left side through the hole between short and 3rd. Griffin to second. That's a hit for McAfee.
Another ball that wasn't scalded per se, but finds a hole between 3rd and short. 2 hits now, 5 in the game for Marquette.
Swing and a pop foul, back by Beaker, the designated player. Strike 1. Well, 5 hits, and maybe 1 hit hard, and that was Griffin's double. Really tattooed. The pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Tomorrow we're scheduled for baseball, weather permitting, out at Gordon Moore Park. Depends on all the showers headed our way. Ground ball to short. Rexford will go to first, and it's an error. She throws it away, and Griffin will come in and score. The other runner goes to third, and I thought Rexford was going to go to third herself there.
Again, yeah, I mean, you have a force play there, and all she had to do is just turn to her right and flip it, and you got one out there for sure, and instead of getting one out, you get nothing.
And that runner wasn't even halfway to third. As here's a throw down, runner trying to steal, out. Myers with a caught stealing there. The catcher guns her down, and there's 2 outs.
Well, she's a good defensive catcher, and remembered watching her last year. Has got a good arm and a good bat. That one right on the money there.
Runner at third, 2 down for Courtney Lee here. Four to nothing. Marquette tacks on a run here in the third inning. Lee bunts it foul for a strike. Alton Redbirds baseball tomorrow against the Collinsville K-Hawks. Redbirds 17-7. Tomorrow they host Collinsville here on Z1570. Here's a tap foul, 2-2 now. Courtney Lee, the batter, number 7 hitter for Coach Dan Weedman. 2 outs, runner at third is McAfee. Lawson, the Roxana pitcher, brings it in. Swing and a tap back to the pitcher, and at the circle, throws to first for the out. Marquette with 1 run, and it's scored on an error. It's 4-0 now. 4-0 Marquette, middle of the third inning. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, Coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, Coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Bottom of the third inning, back at Roxana Park here. Louis Korak, Brent Birkland back with you. RiverBender.com making the trip down with the truck here and taking care of the live play-by-play on the internet too. RiverBender.com. Reardon is the batter here. Keely Reardon from the left side. Strike 1 on a foul. And she offered it that one for the bunt, and it's strike 2. She missed it.
And it was over her head.
Way up there. Catcher Weedman, the pitcher Silkwood for Marquette. Left-handed pitcher. The senior Roxanne fires. Bunt, foul on the Roxana roof of the dugout. And that's going to be an out. Unless they call it not a bunt. Maybe a check swing.
Okay, I thought it was a bunt attempt, but maybe not.
Now the Roxana coaches with a little smile. They're not sure about it either. But Reardon's still up there. And strike 3 called now. Outside corner, strike 3, Silkwood to Reardon.
Now let me just turn this K and make it backwards. How about that?
There you go.
4 strikeouts in a row, 5 in the game.
Alyssa Payne, number 22, steps in. Ground ball, third baseman Lee. Lee will throw across for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Payne grounds out.
So far defensively, for both sides, they've had their positions played well. That time Lee playing well inside the third base bag and took the little two-hopper and made it look easy.
And this pitch is a strike call to the right fielder, number 9 hitter, Haley Knight from the right side, strike one. Silkwood to Knight, bottom of the third inning. Roxana 7-10 on the year. Their 18th game, change up, swing and a miss. Roxana hosting Marquette. The Explorers are 16-3, so they go for win number 17 today. Scheduled to play Bunker Hill tomorrow. Outside, maybe a little low for a ball. And another one from Silkwood as Weedman gives the sign, but now Silkwood calls timeout to tie her left shoe. Retie the shoe. Rexford, the leadoff hitter, waits on deck. 2 up, 2 down, though, here in the bottom of the third inning. Silkwood to Knight again. The pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 3, and 2 more strikeouts for Silkwood there in the third inning. 1, 2, 3 for the Shells. We've played 3 full innings now here at Roxana Park. 4-0, Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, hi, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Marquette to the plate here, and it's the number 8 hitter, Megan Whittick. Morrissey and Silkwood will follow as we now move to the 4th inning. Light breeze, not much of a breeze though compared to the last couple of days. There's a ground ball to third. Atkinson for Roxana will throw out Whittick, 1 down.
Again, had it played well, and when those big hoppers bound up to you, makes it that much easier for those infielders to make a good, strong throw.
1 up, 1 down. That brings in Claire Morrissey from the left side. Taps it foul. Back to the screen. Strike 1.
Right at you.
Had it all the way.
I had to make a play a couple days ago.
But did you make the play?
Of course I did.
Okay. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Lawson with a quick glove, throws, and in and out of the glove of the first baseman. A low throw, safe at first.
Yeah, makes a nice play on the mound to stab at that ball and make the play, but you got to complete the throw, and it was low and away and a 1-out error. 4 errors now in the game for Roxana, and not the kind of team you want to be giving extra outs to.
That'll bring in the leadoff hitter, Silkwood. She's back at the top of the order, at least for the time being. The batting order has been switched around a lot this year for Marquette. Here's a fly ball to Payne in center. She has her played deep, straight away, and Payne makes the catch, 2 down.
Had her played perfect, too, and straight away center field, a little to her right. It's 2 innings in a row. She's made a couple of nice plays now.
And Maddie Youngblood to the dish. Ground ball base hit through the hole left side and into left field. 2 on, 2 out. Morrissey to second base.
Keeps the inning alive here for Weedman. Morgan Weedman,
who's 1 for 2. Single in the first inning.
Youngblood's first hit, 1 for 3 now.
And a fly ball foul down the left field line. Triad and CM 1-1 score after 2 innings. Triad, one of the top teams, of course, in the Valley. Triad leading in softball, 3rd inning, 2-0 over the CM Eagles. Here's a fly ball to left. Reardon moves over, makes the catch in left center field. One-handed stab in the gap there. Weedman hit it well, but Reardon with a good play in the outfield, and that ends the Marquette 4th inning. They lead 4-0 over Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Couple of minutes after 5 o'clock, you're in tune to WBGZ Alton. Bottom of the 4th inning, top of the batting order for Roxana. Rexford, Scroggins, and Myers. Silkwood perfect through the first 3 innings. 9 up, 9 down, and half a dozen strikeouts.
Never said that before, huh?
A plethora of strikeouts. That's your word.
Spell it.
I'll steal it. Strike 1 to Rexford here. She struck out her first time up. High for a ball. So 6 strikeouts. Just going to see how many walks for Silkwood on the year. 15 walks on the year. 232 strikeouts on the year. This one is pop foul, back to the screen, strike 2. Rexford, right-handed batter, wears number 5 on her jersey. Coach Pat Keith coaching down at third. No base runners yet for the Shells. Assistant coach Steve Slater down at first. Change up, drops low, 2-2.
Good pitch and good discipline there from the hitter because, boy, she was 75% committed to that one and just at the last moment decided maybe this might not be the one.
And Silkwood brings another swing and a miss, and Rexford strikes out, 1 down in the 4th.
When you set her up with that changeup, it just throws the timing off so much, especially when it's an effective changeup. You come back with that fastball, and you can see on that swing, very late with that swing.
And now it is Scroggins, 0 for 1. And a strike called on the outside corner.
6 out of the last 7 hitters have been retired via strikeout.
Silkwood to Scroggins again. Up high for a ball. Alton Redbird baseball tomorrow, 4:30 out at Gordon Moore as they host Collinsville. We have more baseball and softball this week, next week too, as we get ready for the postseason on Z1570. Swing and a miss. Right-handed batter here, Scroggins, the first baseman. Myers will be next. Silkwood rocks and fires, swinging a foul ball. A glancing blow off of Louis.
Not my car.
Oh, okay.
I had to give it an extra look, though, just to make sure.
4-0 in the fourth inning. The Explorers lead the Shells.
It was a little more up the line.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball. Backing out of play again. Scroggins at the plate. Looking to make contact. In the hole to Silkwood here. Silkwood, the lefty, brings it to Scroggins again. This one rolls to home plate. Cardinals won at Busch Stadium today, 4-2 over the Reds. Pirates and Mets also with victories today. Pirates beat the Brewers 6-4. The Mets over the Marlins down in Miami 7-6. So Mets, Pirates, and Cardinals with matinee victories today. Silkwood, a 2-2 to Scroggins. Swing and a foul again.
No, that wasn't my car.
Getting closer and closer.
It is.
One American League final today. The Twins over the Tigers in Detroit. 6-2. Minnesota beating Detroit today. Good at bat for Scroggins here. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away. Weedman back to throw it to first on the drop third strike and out. 2 down.
Pitch was running inside, and I think pitcher and catcher were maybe a little crossed up there because it looked like catcher was reaching one way, and it came back in, and good job by Morgan to get back to the fence here and be able to retire the batter. Another strikeout. 8 now, is that right?
That is correct.
Now it's official.
8 Ks. Silkwood also has 2 putouts on ground balls. The only other player on defense that's made a play was that tap to third. Courtney Lee throwing over to Griffin at first base. Myers at the dish, strike 1. Here's the pitch, swing and a foul third base side. Myers has a good quick bat, powerful batter. Good hitter at number 3 in the order for the Shells.
Yeah, she's a good ball player.
.422 batting average this year. Leading the team at .422. Swing and a miss, though. Outside, running away. Wasn't a strike off the plate, but she couldn't hold up, and Silkwood strikes out the side. 1-2-3 in the fourth inning. We've played 4 now in Roxana, 4-0 Marquette. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Lawson for Roxana to face Griffin here to start the 5th. We roll into the 5th inning with the 4, 5, and 6 batters for Marquette. Leading 4-0 on Roxana. Foul ball, first base side here. Louis Korak Brent Birkeland back with you on the Big Z at AltonDailyNews.com.
Lawson's not throwing particularly bad here. I mean, she's only allowed 2 earned runs in the game, scattered 6 hits, but been some miscues behind her. Obviously, a couple of her own.
2 out of the 4 errors are her errors, yeah. Fly ball deep to left, down the line it goes. Is it going to stay fair? It is deep to left, and it is off the fence, and Griffin going for third. Stand-up triple into the corner it goes, and Griffin has a single, a double, and a triple.
I thought maybe that one might get out of here, but it one hops the 250 fence out there and didn't miss by much, but now just that one dinger away from going for the cycle here today. 3 for 3 in the game.
Still needs the dinger.
Or zinger.
Or zinger. Runner at third. This one is up and away, and I'm thinking Marquette and Alton, both softball diamonds, are 200 down the lines.
So you're saying that one would have been gone at Gordon Moore?
Would have been gone at some other parks. 250 here. This one's down and in for a ball.
Good play. Good block by Myers there.
Of course, Wood River does not have a fence.
So she could have just kept running and running.
Running, that could have been a home run too then. But Alton and Marquette for sure, both 200. Down the lines and in center field, 200 as well there for the Redbirds and Explorers. And CM might be 200 as well, softball diamond there. Here's the pitch. Swing and a base hit into left. McAfee goes up and gets it. RBI single, and it's 5-0 Marquette.
Yep, that was up in the zone a little bit, but again, on a 3-1 count, you can sit on something that you like, and she's a taller, lankier hitter, and obviously a ball up in the zone like that can be to her liking, and got a good piece of it and just roped it in the left field.
For McAfee, RBI number 9, 212 batting average, so not where she'd like that to be, and RBI number 9 now for Bailey. Beaker at 1 ball, 1 strike here, the designated player. 5 runs on the board. This one's up and in for a ball from Lawson. And the pitch. Down and in, close to the knees there, but 3-1 again. Behind another batter. Scroggins over at first, Rose at second, Rexford at short, Atkinson at third for Roxana. Ground ball to Atkinson, and gets by her to her left. Through the hole again, left side, another base hit.
Well, falling behind in the count. You mentioned earlier that Lawson does not walk any batters, and you'll get something to hit, certainly, and she doesn't have any strikeouts in the game, so last 2 batters now have both singled on 3-1 pitches, so her best bet is to try to get ahead in the count.
Courtney Lee going to bunt one to the first base side. First baseman throws there, out on a close play. 3-4 on that sacrifice bunt, 1 out.
Nice bunt there, right up the first base line, and good hustle, made it close over there. But she does her job by moving the runners up. Now you've got 8 and 9 to try to get these 2 runners in scoring position in.
Ground ball to short. Rexford knocks it down, throw over to first, and safe. Now the throw to third, and they tag her out. The runner going late. Beaker over to third base after the throw across. So another run comes in, but there's also 2 outs, runner at first base.
I thought they got the runner at first. It looked like to me the ball beat the throw, but it was called safe there, but they do get an out somewhere.
It's a fly ball into short center, and it drops. It's a bloop hit. Other runner going to third, and with the throw to third, Morrissey will jump into second base. 2 on, 2 out. Marquette up 6-0.
Another blue pit there, and both runners can see it in front of them that it's in front of them, so they can be aggressive on the play.
And it's a wild pitch. Back to the screen. Pops right back toward home plate, though. Runners stay at second and third. Second and third here with 2 down. 2 in, 2 runs in here in the 5th inning for Marquette. RBIs for McAfee and Whittick.
Not a lot of real estate here.
Fly ball to left fielder Reardon, and she's under it. She has it to end the Marquette 5th inning. They tack on 2 more runs, and they now lead by a score of 6-0 over Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Roxana comes to the plate. Home half of the 5th inning now as we're back to more Riverbend softball here on Z1570. Silkwood to the circle, and in the 5th she will face 4, 5, and 6 in the order. Atkinson swing and a miss.
Perfect game still intact so far. Did I just jinx it?
I was going to say no hitter, perfect game, blah, 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 but I was going to wait another inning. It's okay.
Blame it on me.
Alexis doesn't care. High for a ball.
It's all about the W's, right?
That's right. Has the all-time record and wins, too, which is most important to her, she says. Over 100 career victories. Emily Atkinson at the plate. Low for a ball. It's 2-1. We mentioned Myers hitting over 400. Atkinson almost there. 380, her batting average coming into the game. And remember, Roxana still has another game later tonight, hosting Staunton in an SCC softball game. The Roxana baseball team is playing at Staunton today in a makeup game as well, so they're on the road. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the number 4 hitter. Marquette out in the field. Bottom of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss, change up, and Atkinson strikes out.
It just saws you off at the kneecaps is what it does. When it's that effective, and that certainly was there. You saw where Atkinson was, reaching, searching, and coming up empty-handed.
Swing and a miss by Tony Ashley. Update from the sports complex in Bethalto. After 5 innings of softball, Triad still up 2-0 over CM. After 3 innings in baseball, CM leading 2-1 over Triad. I think they're still looking for their first conference win. And Triad, one of the top teams in the conference, and they had a big 5-0, 6-0 lead on Waterloo recently and lost that 7-6. Now they lead Triad 2-1. 4th inning, Eagles on top. Mississippi Valley Conference race to the finish.
I believe Highland's on top over there. Is that right? Or is it Triad?
They might be neck and neck up at the top.
Then again, what else is new?
Right? 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-2 to Ashley, the designated player. 10 strikeouts now for Silkwood. 5 in a row. And we're in the 5th here. It's 6-0. Marquette beat Nokomis yesterday, 11-0. Swing and a miss. Rise ball, strike 3.
Hard to catch up again to that. We know she's got a good fastball. She spots her pitches well. If you can throw the changeup and the rise ball with some efficiency, boy, it just makes her awfully difficult to hit.
Strike 1 to Katie Rose now. Silkwood with 34 wins last year. She's 15-0 this year. This is their 20th game of the year. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul back. Strike 2 as Silkwood goes for another here. Another K. Only 1 called third strike on the day, though, it looks like. Shells are swinging. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss down in the dirt, and that will be another strikeout as she strikes out the side again. 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out. 5th inning is over for the Shells. We'll go to the 6th inning. It's 6-0. Marquette, you're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Do you, Casasa? Do you have a free checking account that pays you cash? Cash like greenbacks, cash like, I'm Johnny, cash like this. The massive interest you get just for putting your money into a free Casasa account. Casasa. A new word for a checking account that liberates you with no minimum balance and ATM refunds from sea to shining sea. Do you know where to get more cash? If you Casasa, you do. Do you Casasa?
Don't just bank. Casasa, only available at America's finest community banking institutions.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
Youngblood, Weedman, and Griffin for Marquette here. 6th inning now. With Louis Korak, Brent Birkland back at it here. 1 hour ball game so far. 2 strikes here to Youngblood. The pitch. Swing and a little pop on the infield to the shortstop, Rexford. 1 out. Again, Lawson pitching a solid ball game here. Last inning, she did give up 5 hits, though. 2 runs, 5 hits. That leadoff triple to start it off. But has been effective once again. The Shells normally will get her some runs, but when Silkwood's out there, it's a different story sometimes. Here's the ball to Weedman. Weedman 1 for 3 in the game. Swing and a line drive. Left fielder makes the play. Reaching down, not a shoestring grab, but it was a sinking liner. Good play.
Well, if you're a coach, you can live with an out like that when you hit the ball that hard, and it was a nice play because coming in, you don't know how hard that ball is dipping, where it's going.
Ground ball to the first baseman by Griffin. Scroggins will step on the bag, and that's 1, 2, 3 for the Lady Explorers in the 6th inning. Bottom of the 6th coming up. 6-0. Blue leading the red here. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Why should you bring your vehicle to Quick Lane at Roberts Motors? You never need an appointment, just drive on in. Quick Lane has the guaranteed lowest tire prices around. Plus, we perform a multi-point inspection of the critical items on your vehicle at no charge every time you visit. Ford, Chevy, Toyota, or any other make, Quick Lane can service it. We're even open on Saturdays. Stop by Quick Lane at Roberts Motors today. Come see why life is better in the Quick Lane.
In today's economy, everyone's looking for an encouraging sign. That's exactly what you'll find right here at my State Farm office in Bethalto. I'm Tom Lane, and for 86 years, State Farm agents like me have been helping you protect the things that matter most. That's why more people trust State Farm, and why we consider that a very good sign.
Call Tom Lane State Farm office in Bethalto at 377-8912 or go to tomlaneagency.net.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bottom of the 6th inning, bottom of the batting order for Roxana. Reardon, Payne, and Knight. 7, 8, 9 hitters who haven't had any luck, but nobody has from top to bottom of the batting order here for the Shells.
11 of the last 12 strikeouts.
And a ball low to Reardon here.
I thought maybe early in this game that they were going to be able to make some contact and do some things, but as this game has gone along, Silkwood has just gotten stronger and tougher.
Ball 1, now a strike. Swing and a miss. Reardon batting from the right side this time. Batted from the left side, I believe, last time up.
I'm glad you noticed that because I didn't.
When she tried to bunt and gave her 4 strikes, I believe, last time. Swing and a foul back to the screen. So if you look at strikeouts inning by inning, 1, 3, 2, 3, 3. For Silkwood here today. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota Player of the Game. Stay tuned for that. Pitch to Reardon, high, maybe outside, 2-2 now. A dozen strikeouts for Silkwood. 51 no-hitters in her career. With one yesterday against Nokomis. That was a 5-inning game, though. This is into the 6th inning now. Check swing on a changeup. She went too far. Strike 3, 1 out.
Another good change up there.
8 strikeouts in a row. 1 out, bottom of the 6th.
This batter here is the last one to put the ball in play.
Yeah, back in the 3rd inning. Alyssa Payne at the dish. Payne takes a strike at the letters.
So when Staunton gets here, what you're saying is the Roxana hitters will have had enough practice swinging at velocity. They'll be raring and ready to bust out offensively.
Probably score 7 or 8 runs. Have some fun on offense. And they're looking ahead to that because, again, that's a South Central Conference game. Important game on the schedule, and there's a lot of SCC baseball and softball left in the last 10 days here of the season.
I'm playing every day.
Roxana boys baseball team, I believe, next week have conference games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. SCC, you better have some pitchers.
Thank you, weather.
Yeah, lots and lots of weather. 2 strikes and a ball to Payne. Swing and a miss. Rising up for strike 3.
Wasn't a strike, but once again, those rise balls can be deceptive.
14 Ks in the game. Swing and a miss by Haley Knight, the number 9 hitter. '51 career no-hitters again, a state record for Silkwood. She has 12 this year. And working on a Another solid effort in the circle today. Ball high.
Do we know how many perfect games?
That's another good question. Silkwood tonight here. Marquette in the field, and they haven't had to do much of anything. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Yeah, that's only 2. You get 3 strikes, kid.
Knight going back to the dugout door, but now she's back to the plate. 1-2, and strike 3, and Silkwood strikes out the side again in the 6th inning. We've played 6 now in Shell Country, 6-0. Marquette over Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Let's go places. Not just the ones you can find on a map, but the ones you can find in your heart. Because inspiration doesn't favor those who sit still. It dances with the daring and rewards the courageous with ideas. Ideas that inspire. Ideas that take you places you never imagined. Ideas big enough to make the heart skip a beat. And in some cases, maybe 2. Toyota, let's go places.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Marquette left fielder Bailey McAfee has her 3rd hit of the game. She starts the 7th inning with a single to left field through the left side of the infield between short and 3rd again. And again, Marquette has yet another hit. That's 12 in the game. 6 runs, and they lead 6-0 over Roxana here. Roxana Park, top of the 7th inning. Here's Beaker as she fouls one back and out of play. Strike 2. Bailey with an RBI, Whittick with an RBI, 2 RBIs for Griffin. The other 2 runs scoring on errors in the game. 6 runs in the game. Here's a tap foul at home plate. And Marquette has scored only in the odd innings, right? Odd number innings?
1, 3, and 5, I think so.
And now it's the 7th. Time to score again. Line drive to 3rd, out, throw to 1st, out. Double play. Atkinson grabbed that shot from Beaker and threw on to 1st, 2 down.
You're in kind of no man's land there. When you see a ball, I know it's easy to say, but when you see a ball hit that hard, your natural instincts tell you to run. And for Marquette, though, it was hitting the wrong spot. Atkinson makes a nice play. Good alert throw to 1st to get 2 for 1 there.
Courtney Lee at the plate, strike 1. Here's a tap in front of home plate, fair ball. Catcher out to make the play. Myers throws on to 1st. Good bunt, good D by the catcher, and that's the end of the 7th inning for Marquette, leading 6-0 here at Roxana. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
Timeout. Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
If you want your car to look stunning and keep it running, then take your car to Andy's Auto Body and Complete Car Care Center. Andy's ASE certified mechanics perform oil changes, suspension repair, air conditioning repair and service, engine diagnostics, warranty maintenance, tires, brakes, and shocks, plus state-of-the-art Hawkeye alignment. Like Andy's on Facebook. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care Center with 2 locations in Alton and Maryville is your car's home away from home.
Rexford, Scroggins, and Myers, top of the order for the Roxana Shells here, as Silkwood has not allowed a base runner and a ton of strikeouts as we've played 6. Now bottom of the 7th, strike 1 to Rexford.
Last chance for the Shells to break up the perfect game, break up the no-no, break up the shutout, everything.
15 strikeouts for Silkwood, 10 Ks in a row. The last 3 innings in a row have all been strikeouts.
And they've all been swinging, too.
Yep.
Scroggins, Myers, Payne have been the only ones to put the ball in play today.
Pitch is on the outside corner. Between the belt and the knees, keeping the ball down, strike 2. Triad CM softball game moving to the 7th inning. Triad leading 2-1. CM on the board there. Outside for a ball. Triad up 2-1 on CM in softball in Bethalto, 7th inning. We're in the 7th inning here, 6-0 Marquette. Rexford, swing and a miss, strike 3, and there's 1 out in the 7th inning.
Rode the fastball outside. 3 at-bats for Rexford and 3 swinging strikeouts, all on 2-2 pitches, believe it or not.
Now it's Scroggins. Change up strike, and it's 0-1. Scroggins tap back to the pitcher. Hit it hard up the middle, but Silkwood made a play in the circle back in the 1st inning, then struck out in the 4th inning. Up again in the 7th inning. Swinging a ground ball to the pitcher again. Scroggins this is. And out at first, Scroggins 0 for 3.
For the first time in quite a while, get to write something other than K down on this score sheet. But 1 out away now for Silkwood from getting that perfect game.
Myers with a check swing, and that'll be strike 1.
They'll be doing it against probably the toughest hitter in this lineup.
Ashley Myers at the plate. Strike 1 count. Swing and a miss, strike 2 count. Triad leading the baseball game now over CM, 5-4 in the 5th inning. So Triad takes the lead, 5-4 over Civic Memorial. Baseball. 0-2 pitch, outside, ball 1.
And we have the Staunton Bulldogs in the house.
I wonder if that bus is air conditioned.
That bus is providing protection for my car for this last batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and Silkwood wins it. A perfect game, perfect no-hit game over the Roxana Shells. 2 more strikeouts in the 7th inning. And our final, Marquette 6, Roxana nothing. You're listening to 1570 Radio Sports.
RiverBender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Tom Lane, State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. Macias Insurance, professional, independent insurance agents. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding members' expectations since 1934. Gerard Fisher, American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Andy's Auto Body and Car Care, offering friendly service and reliable repairs since 1974. Liberty Bank, committed to providing excellent customer service above all else. Toyota, let's go places. Visit www.buyatoyota.com.